What's up everybody, this is Danny and I'm here in beautiful Bali, Indonesia, and I've partnered with Oppo to share with you my experience with the brand new Find X8 and the Find X8 Pro. I'm here for the global launch with a lot of people that you might recognize, and what a place to test these monster cameras. And I also brought some of the best flagship smartphones with me so I can compare, so you can get an idea of what this phone can do. This one is going to be fun. Let's do it. Okay, so fresh off the global launch, they did release two phones, the Oppo Find X8 and the Find X8 Pro. There are some key differences. The more affordable Find X8 has a flat display, a triple 50 megapixel camera setup with 3x periscope optical zoom, slightly smaller battery because of its size, slower USB port, but still rocking the new MediaTek Dimensity 9400 chipset, which is a beast of a processor, and this does come in at a pretty good price point, so this is definitely something to look forward to. But the one I'm excited about is the Find X8 Pro. This one feels really good. It comes in two colors, this classic black, and it looks so sleek in person. But the white one has a glass back and has a marble effect, and it feels like marble, and it's absolutely amazing in person. So this is the one that I would go for. The Find X8 Pro has a slightly curved display, which is 120 Hz LTPO AMOLED at 6.78 inches with 4500 nits of peak brightness, which is great. Gorilla Glass on the front, so this is a durable display. This is also rocking the MediaTek Dimensity 9400, and the alert slider is here, which I absolutely love. And while it does have a more simple and clean design, it really feels thin and solid. And even the camera bump has been scaled back. I mean, look at it against the Vivo X200 Pro. It is so much smaller and still packing a quad sensor flagship camera setup. It is unique because it has a dual periscope design, which gives you two optical zoom bases at 3x and 6x, so portrait mode and the insane 120x zoom is solid. And don't worry, I'll definitely show you that later. All four of these cameras are 50 megapixels, so plenty of resolution, and we get a 5,910 milliamp hour battery, which has been great since I've had this phone for a couple of weeks already. Everything that you would expect from a flagship smartphone, like 80-watt wire charging, 50-watt wireless charging, fingerprint scanner, face unlock, and goes all the way up to 1 terabyte in storage with 16 gigabytes of RAM. But check this out, look right here. Yes, that is a camera quick control button. You can double tap to open the camera button quickly and hold it down to take burst photos. And when you're in landscape only, this doesn't work in portrait mode at this time. You can use it to adjust the zoom, so let me know. Are you excited to see this on Android phones outside of Sony? We'll talk more about the software later, but I was too excited to test the camera, so I already took a bunch of pictures with some of the leading flagships, so I'm gonna put them side by side. Let me know what you think. Alright, it's super hot out here, but I wanted to see what the microphone sounded like on all three of these phones. It's a little bit windy out here, so you might hear some wind noise, but I just wanted to test the front-facing camera video and the microphones. It's a little bit cloudy out here, but man, so beautiful. The Oppo Find X8 Pro is running the new ColorOS 15, and I really like the way that they clean this up. I'm a minimal home screen kind of person, and I was able to theme this out just how I like it. Let me say that this phone absolutely flies with the MediaTek Dimensity 9400, and it feels extremely smooth, and the performance has been great so far, but I'll keep you updated on if this changes in the future. A couple of things that I want to talk about since this is a global release. You get Google Gemini built in, which is nice, and if you haven't tried Gemini Live yet, then do me a favor, try it. It's actually really good. You also get Circle to search, which I use a lot, and I'm glad to see this expand on more Android phones. There are a ton of new AI features, but the ones that interested me are the ones that showed up on the camera software, like the AI editor. We are all familiar with the AI eraser feature that works really well, by the way, but there are a few new features like enhanced clarity, unblur, and remove reflection, so you can clean up certain photos if you need it. Here's an example of a shot that I took of Mark Linsangen, and there are a lot of reflections from the glass, but check this out, that animation as well, that is really nice, and it's doing its AI magic, and dang, that cleaned it up very nicely, so that is impressive. Okay, so here's what's new in the camera this year. On video, you get Dolby Vision HDR capture up to 60 frames per second, which looks really good, by the way. I do love the master mode if you want more control. I like how you can preset all the things like saturation and sharpness. You get less of a processed look, so that's great for photographers. The X-Pan mode is not new, but you can get some unique perspectives at different focal lengths, so you get 15mm, 23mm, 73mm, and 135mm. The portrait mode also gets some new features, and there are a few new film simulations now. Fresh, which is a positive film effect, Emerald, which is a negative film effect, and Clear, which are high contrast film colors, so let me know which one that you like best. I think the feature that impressed me the most is Lightning Snap. You don't even have to think about activating this or going into a different setting. Just hold down the shutter button or the camera quick button to turn this into an action camera with incredible shutter speed. Take a look at just how many photos it took in seconds and not even a single blur on any of these photos. This is a game changer, and no matter how many times I use this, I was blown away by it every time. This allowed me to get some incredible photos while I was shooting through a shuttle bus window. I didn't even have to worry about it. I just snapped away while it was moving, and it came out this clear and sharp. This is a very impressive feature. I got to go on an ATV adventure here in Bali, and that was a crazy experience. We went down some very bumpy pathways and even scaled down some very steep grades, and this gave me an idea of what the active stabilization could do. I compared it to the major flagship phones out there today, and the Oppo Find X8 Pro can use this stabilization mode up to 4K 60 frames per second. Galaxy S24 Ultra is the only other phone out of this bunch that can do this, so let me know which one is the stabilization king in this scenario. Okay, so what do you think about the Oppo Find X8 Pro? Is this the smartphone that you've been waiting for? I think this is so well-rounded that I'm glad that Oppo is returning to some of the markets that they pulled out of. This gives this phone a chance to shine along with the Apples and Samsungs of the world. This camera is solid. I think it deserves to be up there with the best of them. I think they do need to work on a few things, but they are proactively pushing out software updates. In fact, I got a software update while I was here in Bali. So let me know what phones that you want me to do a full-scale camera comparison on, and I'll get to work based on your feedback here. So let me know what you think about the Oppo Find X8 series. This was fun, but it's time for me to get home. So thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this style, and I'll see you guys in the next one.